Pretty thick gravel though. Whoa, man, we're going 15.6. This is the Tomofree K7 Pro. The Tomofree K7 Pro is this nice little scooter here. It's meant to be more of a mobility device than a normal scooter. So it's quite unique looking and it has 3 wheels. It's very lightweight. I'm Wyoming Rider and I review electric bikes and other electric vehicles like this in the most rural state in the country. So come along with me on a new adventure. And now for the unboxing. The box came in really good condition. It only had one small little hole in the side. Open it up and here's what it looks like in the box. And it did start raining on me, so I had to really rush this thing out of there and get it put together. But assembly is very easy. All I have to do is put the back wheels on, the seat, and the handlebars. So let's go over some of the specs and features of this little scooter. First of all, it has a 400 watt motor, and that is in the front right there. It says it can go a max range of 15.5 miles. It has 10-inch tires. All 3 are the same. Well, they said the drive wheel is in the front. It has a 36 volt, 7.5 amp hour battery. It has a max load capacity of 220 pounds, and I'm very near that limit at 215 currently. And it claims to be able to climb 20% grade hills. And this does come with 3 speeds, which I'll show you a little more in the cockpit here in a minute. All right, gear 1 goes a max speed of 2.5 miles an hour. And gear 2, a max speed of 6.21 miles an hour. And gear 3 goes 15 miles an hour. And it does also have a reverse feature, which is pretty cool. Something quite unique that not many of them have. As far as this kind of scooter, like I said, it just kind of lies somewhere between a normal scooter and a mobility cart. At 42 pounds, this is much easier to transport around than one of those bigger, heavier mobility carts. Should fit, like I said, in any vehicle. Another great thing is it has a regular bike saddle. So if this seat isn't comfortable enough for you, you can change and put whatever kind of bike seat you want on there. All right, first I'm going to show you how to turn it on here. You got your key here and you just turn it to the right and there's your nice little display. Shows you how much battery you have, and it has a trip meter, how much mileage is on it, and here's your drive and reverse, and here's your 3 speeds. And it does have a twist throttle here. I will turn it off so I don't take off, but see, full twist throttle. And it does have a drum brake up here in the front wheel, and it does have these little foot pegs which do fold up and down. Especially without these fenders on here, you could probably put your feet back there too, but with those fenders back there, it makes it a little more difficult to put them back there. But these are pneumatic tires, so that should give you a nice, soft, comfortable ride. And it does even have a shock here for the seat. All right, well, I show you that there's 2 handlebar positions here. I have them all the way forward, but you can push this up, and this is the regular position, which is way too close for me, as you can see. So that's why I had it pushed up all the way the other way. That gives you a little more room, so that way when you sit on it, you got a little bit of space. I think it will go back too, which I don't know why you would do that, but maybe just to store it, but it will fold back that way as well. Then there's a button on the other side, so don't worry about it getting stuck like that. And I want to show you what I look like sitting on it. Mine, I am 5'10", and I weigh about 215 right now, and this is what I look like riding it. Looks like I'm a little bit large for it, that is for sure. But we'll turn it on, and like I said, it even has a reverse feature, which is pretty darn cool. And the brakes seem to work pretty good. So I want to show you where the charge port is. It's right here on this left side, right below the handlebars. And I said this is a 36 volt battery, and it's only like a 7.5 amp hour. So you're not going to get a huge amount of range. It says 15 miles, but this is very hilly area I live in, so you may not even get that much, but we'll find out. But I want to go ahead and show you how to fold this thing up. First of all, we'll start with the seat here. You just kind of pull that up, and this is just going to slide, walk down just like that. And then you want to pull this little button thing here, and then when we pick it up, it should fold up for it. It's off as well. Come around this side so I don't get in the way. So next, once you get it folded up like that, then you want to try to push this up. Then you can even fold these all the way over, just like that. So it takes up even less room. So that should fit in the trunk of most cars. And you can even fold the little foot pegs up as well and fold it out. Just do the opposite. And just fold it back out here. You're going to pull this again. That. Pull up your seat and you're ready to go. Just like that. Very easy. One thing I noticed I wanted to point out is it does have a nice little bag hook right here. So if you want to go to the grocery store or in there, you can hang your bags right there. All right, but next we'll go ahead and we'll take this thing out for its first ride and see how it performs. All right, let's take out the K7 Pro by Tomofree for its first ride. Another thing I did want to show you right quick, you get an accessory box with it. This has some extra little bolts there, and you get the manual and you get some tools. So what I mentioned, the current price of the scooter is $7.99. First we're going to go ahead and I'm holding the brake so it don't roll away because this does not have a parking brake on it. That is one suggestion for Tomofree, as I really would make this brake a parking brake because it does have a tendency to roll off on you if the ground's not level, which is not level here. All right, 100% battery. And we're in drive and we're in gear 1. So let's go ahead and see if we can get out to the road here. First go down the end of this road, try to climb up that steep hill at the end down there. See, and plus we want to test out the speed. This is in gear 1. Needs to be going 3.3. We'll bump it up to 2. Yeah, significant power difference. Oh, we're going, wow, 7.6, 8. Wow, bump it up into 3. Now we're going up the steep hill. See if it makes it up here. We're almost, no, it ain't gonna quite do it. Just to show you, this is a very steep hill. It says it could climb 20% grade, but I think this is pretty close. It's somewhere between 15 and 20, I think. And it's kind of spinning out that front wheel. Go ahead and turn it, go back down. Now I bet it'll go really fast. Woo! Whoa. Definitely not something you want to do though. It's very unstable. You get above 10 miles an hour. Oh, definitely don't suggest going that fast. Starts to get a little tippy back and forth. Climb up the smaller hill. Yeah, it climbs up the smaller hill okay. Just not that steep hill. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It will get going pretty quick, but man, it starts to feel a little wobbly. Of course, like I said, it's not meant to be like a regular kick scooter or nothing. This is meant to be more of a mobility device. So most of the time, you're probably not really going to be going that fast with it. Turn around here and go back. Let's see if we can climb back up that little hill over here. I feel like I'm riding a little kid's tricycle or something. But man, this thing is amazingly powerful for what it is. Man, we're going 15.6. It's a little more stable this time. Gotten used to it a little more. Yeah, as long as you don't take it on really steep hills, it does this fine. Yeah, our brake works. Yeah, our little front brake there works fine. Ooh, the suspension does help on the seat. Let's take it out here and I'll do a little 360 video. I'll be right back. If I need it, we're going to go down in the flat area here. So I won't need to use that brake any. Yeah, I may not be able to stop if I need to. It does present a bit of a problem. Kind of want to show you what I look like riding it. I know I look ridiculously large on it, because I am. Definitely be better for a smaller person, because I am at the top end of the weight limit of this thing, but it does pull me pretty well. So keep that in mind with that hill climb. If you're much lighter weight than me, you're going to climb right up there with no problem. Right here's a little scary because, like I said, I can't use the brake. Oh, here we go. Ugh. I actually handled that pretty well. There's a pretty steep hill here too. See if it climbs this little hill. Climb this one just fine. I only had trouble with that one really steep hill. I know that hill is very steep. No reason to take it to the one to take the bikes on because it's even steeper. I can use my foot brake here, slow it down. Like I said, I can't really use the brake lever while I'm doing the 360. All right, here we go. Now we're just back to the regular camera here. Get more used to this thing. Go through this ditch here. It's quite funny. Well, one e-bike and one regular bike, I think. We're gonna try to get us a run and start and see if we can make it up this hill again. See if we get a good run and start. Maybe it'll make it up there. Come on, just a little further. Yay, we made it up. Just barely, but we made it. All right, let's go back down again. I'm gonna keep on the brake if it starts to get a little crazy this time. Yeah. Did much better that time. 16.4 actually seems okay now. I'm used to it. It was a little scary the first time to go down there that fast. But now I seem to be doing just fine. It does tell you the voltage. Now we're at like 39.2 volts. Does see it dip down to 37 volts when we're using the throttle there. This thing's really got some power to be so small. Just wish it had a little bit more hill climbing up. I've had bikes that can't climb up that hill at the end of my road there. But, you know, for its purpose of being a mobility device, I think it works just fine. Take it off in the yard there and then in the gravel. See how it does off-road. And keep in mind, it's not going to have the best range, especially if you live in a hilly area like I do. You don't want to go off too far with it until you know how far you can go. But I also see this thing probably excelling at being good in the college campuses and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely doesn't do too good in the gravel. As you see there, it just sinks in and spins out because it is just front wheel drive. This is pretty thick gravel though. All right, let's take it off in the grass here. See how this feels. Yeah, it does okay. A little scary, a little wobbly. Brakes work good. Definitely see that. The brake works really well. They just need to make that into a parking brake because you'll see why. This is what happens. It kind of starts rolling away on you. That would be my suggestion to them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This has no light, so I'm not going to bother doing a night ride because there is no lights on it to show off. But next I'll just give you my final verdict on the Tomofree K7 Pro. Now for my final thoughts on the Tomofree K7 Pro. Let's go over the positives and negatives. First, we'll start with the negatives. This scooter isn't the best for steep hills, but keep in mind, this is more of a mobility device, so it's designed to be lightweight and portable. Second, it's currently priced at $799. I think they should consider lowering that price, as it is only a 36 volt scooter and only has a 7.5 amp hour battery. Now for the positives, the scooter is indeed very portable and unique. It does have suspension on the seat, it folds up easily, takes up very little room. It's also lightweight at 42 pounds, but has a weight capacity of 220 pounds. It also has a really nice display. Now, who is it best for? Definitely for those who have mobility issues, but not so severe that they are completely limited to a wheelchair or a medical mobility cart. Would I recommend this scooter? While not for everyone, I think it serves a purpose for those that need occasional help with mobility. Thanks so much for coming along with today's adventure. If you would like the Tomofree K7 Pro or any other Tomofree bike or scooter, please check out my link in the description below or use my coupon code WYOMINGRIDER to save 6% off. And please like, subscribe, and share this video with others, and I'll see you in the next one.